we can put our differences aside. And I offer my extension to prayer, and I pray now. Hamni nini hamnya, hamni nini hamnya, hamni nini hamnya, hamni nini hamnya. All right.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the special broadcast here on the Chaos Reign Show. I am Chaos Reign here, the one and only. And before we begin, the links to follow me, I'll give you right now, or the above. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Reign 7. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Reign on Facebook. Join the Discord service of the Chaos Reign Show as well. Also, follow my Rumble handler, C-Rain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Reign Show as well. As you know, there is a video right now on members only. For you to view that, you got to be a member to watch that particular video. But that's pretty much it. No further ado, as I present to you for the very first time here on the Chaos Reign Show, the one, and only Mumia Obsidian Ali. Hello, Mumia. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. First
Good to be here.
time here on the Chaos Rain Show, and the timing could be all well. You just had a conclave a week
Yeah,
ago
yeah,
or
it
two
was
weeks
great.
ago. Yes, and we're going to talk about and many other things. So for those that's watching, please guys hit the like button, share the stream, and subscribe to the channel like always. As you can tell, the title, but really we're going to delve into a lot of things. But as you know, Mumia Absi Ali returns, and trust me, as you can see on the thumbnail, he has the release of his new book, Toxic Femininity. We're gonna talk about that and many other things. But before we begin, I like to take a step back in time before we jump forward to the present and hopefully look forward or onward to the future. So the first time here on the Cast Rain Show, tell the people that's listening a little bit about yourself, Mumia Absin Ali.
Oh, I think everybody pretty much knows who I am and what I'm all about. But just for the record, my name is Mumia Obsidian Ali. I'm one of the founding fathers of the Black Manosphere, also one of the founding fathers of the Black Manosphere Conclave. Been in the game now for roughly a decade. Matter of fact, next year will be 10 years exactly. Got started in 2015 with the Black Manosphere on YouTube. Got started with the Black Manosphere Conclave in late 2021. Like Chaos just got finished saying, we just came off of our fourth conclave in Houston at the beautiful Four Seasons, downtown Houston. Biggest conclave we had yet. Had like 400 brothers out, and we're in the midst of planning our fifth conclave in Miami, September 5th through the 7th, 2025. And you can, matter of fact, you can get early bird tickets right now at www.black-manosphere.org. Use the coupon code Obsidian95 because it only costs $95 until October 1st. Once the clock turns from September 30th to October 1st, all bets is off, and the tickets shoot up to $250, and they only go up from there. So yeah, get your tickets now. It's going to be bananas, man. In Miami, we got some stuff we're planning behind the scenes. It's going to really be great.
Excellent. I've seen certain highlights of the conclave on Rumble. Oh, for those people that are not aware of, he's on Rumble mostly. Most of all his content, if you want to find Obsidian, he's on Rumble. Unleash Mumia Obsidian Ali is one of the first Rumble handlers, and he has many more, which I eventually will put in the chat room as we have this discussion. So bear with me, people. Because this is one of those broadcasts that you had to cover because let's be honest, you're not only a controversial character, but you're a man that's very effective at what you do, Mumia.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And a lot of people don't know this. As you know, I pause this for the books shelf here. This you can find on Facebook, people. This is just a small library of a bigger library Mumia has. I have a library as books as well, as y'all know. I don't show it because, as you know, some are locked up, and I got like a place where I could put like a shelf. But nonetheless, for most Black men don't understand, it is always good to have a library, regardless where you are. You're either in apartment or house. You should always have a prefer a library of books that you could pull out and read to start not only what do you call it enhance your mind, but also better make you think and view the world as is, because it does open gateways. So I'm just showing people the picture of the books right now. But the thing that I have you come up here, and I'll ask you a few questions before we go into the few books you have available right now. And I'm just going to get right to the point. And these are serious questions that I'm not sure any man or woman has asked you. We're going to start with the men, and then we'll work our way with women. Obsidian. As a man like yourself, since doing this work now since 2015 and present, what is the one thing you could say from your own experience, not only before the conclave, but just in general, of Black men right now as we see that you could say as a man at, I believe, 55 going 56, that you find you're more that disappointed? Because we're going to deal with the negative and we'll go with the positive. That you feel the disappointment.
I'm not disappointed at all. I'm feeling great. Yeah, I'm not disappointed one little bit.
Oh, excellent.
Things are going fantastic.
Okay. And the only reason I mean by this point, I mean from not only experience, but what you feel that for better, that what black men, the men where they are in life, could do to, I guess, better as men as a whole here in the West, that we, if what we're not doing, what we could do even more better, that there's still more work to be done from your own perspective, for your perspective.
I think that the black men that want more and better for their lives are starting to move in that direction undeniably. The conclave is proof of that. Last year we had 200 brothers in Atlanta. This year we had 400 brothers in Houston. Next year we'll have over 900 brothers in Miami. That's guaranteed, among other things. Okay. So we really turned the corner, and as Kevin would say, we're going to show our work in 2025. So I think everything is firing on all cylinders. We just got to wash, rinse, and repeat.
That's good. That's good. Out of all people that you've been interviewed by a few people or enough people, this to me is the most that you're ecstatic, you're proud. Like, I think you have fully really arrived now, Obsidian, on taking the direction of taking the few black men that want to be serious, and you have made some out of these men, no matter what age they are. I'm very proud of it because I'm seeing now the results of it. I have not been to a conclave yet. Not saying I won't. Maybe if y'all guys come to the East Coast in the future, maybe we'll talk. But so far, what I'm seeing, I'm very proud right now of the works that's shown right now. That no person can say negative of what you're doing, since you decided to take the mantle of creating this event and made it and grew it on a short period of time. Because remember, 2020 was a very dark year for us as Americans, Western men and women here in the West.
Yeah, you mean with the pandemic and all that?
Yes, correct. And as you know, instead, most people sit down and idolize their finger and twit. They you and some other gentlemen took some and said, we're not going to sit down and just let the world crawl cave or whatever we want to call it. We're going to make some out of this. And lo and behold, 4 years later, we see the Black Conclave as this. And I expect it, to be honest with you, next year it should hit 1,000.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more than 900 because right now, as I see the progression from 2020, 21, 22, 23, even to 2024, it's jumping every, I would say, if I want to give a percentage, you're gaining like an extra additional 75% every time, and maybe more exceeding that. With so I think moving forward, especially Miami's going to be huge. I will guarantee.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. You should come on out. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So I see it's going to be very much ecstatic. So now, moving forward, let me go back to, the books. We're going to start off with the first book that was released back in 2021. The Black.
Yeah, book. I almost sold out of that book at the conclave. I was surprised because I'm thinking, well, it's a couple years old. Man, that was the first thing leaving out the door. My brand new book, which really hasn't even hit stores yet for real. Mm-hmm. The purple book, we call it the purple book. Toxic Femininity, The Black Man's Guide to Modern Black Feminism. That hasn't, that's sold. It's sold very well. But the one that almost sold out, I only came back with literally a handful of copies back home, was the black book that you're talking about right now. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that.
Well, I think most people, you've been talking about the book now, because you write a different book every year and try to release one every year as possible. Yeah. The people that never read the book or own the black book, if they knew about you, they probably knew about you now, and you had all your work right there on the desk. And they said, let me start from the first book down to the new book. And that's how it should be, Obsidian. Yeah. I don't mind people start from the new book. They should start from the beginning and work their way up. Cause I got your black book. And I'm going to get probably the other two books, so depending if you're going to eventually have available in your hand, to sell, once you start back.
I have them right now. I got I started out with a shipment. Okay, so the purple book will
Yeah.
not be in stores until November 9th.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, November 6th. Excuse me, November 6th, right after Election Day. They
Okay.
won't be available in stores until then. It's on pre-order right now on Amazon, but it will not be available in stores other than pre-order until November 6th. But what I did with my publisher, Book Baby, what I was able to do with them is get a special advanced print shipment of books just for the brothers at the conclave. So if you're a conclave brother, or if you're a brother that is able to catch up with me over on Rumble, you'll be able to get something before everybody else gets it in November, which is the print edition of the book several months before anybody else gets it. So
Okay.
so yeah, so we started out with 9 boxes of 100 books that are purple. And then I brought down a mixed shipment of 100 books of red and black. The ladies edition red and the original book of Obsidian black. And so it made 13 boxes in all. We only came back with 4. We sold the others off. So it's been great.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, if anything, I'll talk off air with you if I can get a hand before then. But we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
Off air. But generally, the purple book, because we're gonna walk forward and move back. Well, actually, let me start with the black book, because the black book speaks for itself. The black book, as people don't know, is for the gentlemen and gentlemen only. This edition, to those that don't, and I have a copy, and it goes back to all your podcasts and from your own perspective of what black men to do or how to look forward. And I'm only giving a brief summary because I haven't read all, but the book's very good. The very first one, and I could tell why this one was the very first top seller. You get me?
Yeah. I mean, Kevin was instrumental in making that book a number 1 bestseller. We're going to see if we can try to. He's no longer with us in physical form, but he's with us in spirit, and we're going to see if we can try to get the purple book to crack the top 10 and number 1 spot as well on Amazon. That's what we're gunning for. That's what we're aiming for. We can get there with everybody's help. The book will be dropping in stores November 6th. I have a limited quantity here at the crib. So if you want it, you hit me up on my Cash App, $sign Obsidian Radio, $50, signed autographed copies, and we can get it on and crack. And I also got some black books. I got about maybe a half a dozen black books left, and I still got a nice little grip of red books as well. So that's the Sneak Attack Volume 2, the red book. I wrote it for the ladies, but a lot of brothers they shouldn't sleep on that. They should get it too. It's a Sneak Attack Volume 2. So yeah. So yeah, I still got those books on hand. If anybody wants signed autograph copies, just hit me up via my Cash App, $50 a pop. And make sure you let me know who to sign it out to and where to send it to by mail. It's on and cracking.
Well, I'm surprised a lot of men didn't buy the red book, because that's one of the books I want to, because the red book's very important. MOE is back in YouTube. Who's this? Lucy Goosey. Okay, hello, miss. I guess you knew. I'm not sure yet, but we'll get there. Relax, facts. And I normally don't pull up chaps, but the red book, as you know, for the ladies, a must read for not only for ladies but also for the gentlemen, because you had a lot of information about the ladies in regards. How
I wrote that book because women wanted me to. They said, "Well, you did something for the fellas. When you going to do something for us?" And it took me by surprise. I had not planned to write a book for black women, but a number of black women asked me to write it, so I said, "Okay." So I went and wrote a book for them too.
Yeah. And like I said, Mumia is listening to the people that are tuned to his content, so he don't be no stranger. If you feel that there's certain information that was left out or should be included, you know where to find Obsidian. You can find him on Twitter, which I think is the same, Obsidian Radio. And I don't worry, guys. I'll put it all in the description. Because you know how YouTube is nowadays. I don't really worry about it because I, as a man, as you know, Obsidian, I'm not afraid of the controversy. And like I said, I gain smiles, but much not a lot. But I know the importance of people putting out the work. And if they did what was in their best interest. They should not be banished because of the policy of YouTube. But you know, YouTube stays. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm not really afraid that I look at say what the person does and is it really helpful. And right now, you are very helpful to a lot of Black people with the information because it gets Black people to not only have the discussion, but it gets us to really start thinking on how we
Yeah.
view ourselves and view our situation, especially here in North America, we call the West.
Yeah.
You get me? And
Yeah.
it can't. Our problems are problems, but it can be fixed if we choose to.
Yeah.
It's all by choice. See, we don't have to be forced to do anything now. See, you said best. If Black people, Black man, Black woman have an issue being together and feel they should be separate, that is on their courts. But and then there is you have to choose what outcomes you want in life. Kevin been telling these lovely ladies and told our gentlemen this years ago. What are your outcomes? And a lot of people never think deeply what outcomes I want to see how my life should be or how I want it. Because it goes back to choice. But unless you exercise it, it's just going to be of nothing. It's that simple. So that's the red book. And like always, I can't speak much on the purple book, but like I said, I've been listening to your show constantly, and you give enough information and insight of what is expected on the purple book.
Yeah,
And
let me give you a copy right now while we're on the air right now. Let me give you since you're a content creator, let me give you a PDF copy right now. I got to get a PDF to what are you, EPUB converter software. I forgot to do that. So as soon as I get that, I can just straight send people. You know, basically the ebook Kindle version. They can just open up the app. But for now, I got the PDF.
I mean, that's fine because you know, Obsidian, I buy the books. See, I prefer if I buy the physical book. If anything grant of any PDF, I would appreciate even more. But I like to buy the book first, and that's the option of the author if they want to send the PDF.
Yeah.
You get me? But like I said, I always like to have hand of the material before doing this. But like I said, we're doing this on the fly, like anything else. But besides that, as I'm continuing, I saw people coming in and out. As you know, I will surely love y'all support the channel. And you know what I gotta do. You know what the deal is, people.
I want my money. I told you. Where is my money? Benny. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
So please, guys, support the channel. You know what to do. Leave it either the Cash App or Super Chat of Chaos Rain Show. The Cash App I think is scrolling $ KS8 Rain. You know how it is. Where's the thing? Oh, okay, yeah. So like I was saying, I'm trying to think here. A lot of events have happened, Obsidian, for some time now. I know you were writing and completing this book and preparing for the conclave.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the politics first. Let's knock this out the way. How you think, how you see it so far, how it's potentially going to play out in the next 2 months or a month and a half?
Trump's going to win again.
Okay. Y'all heard it first, You don't think there's not going to be no game, going to be foul play going to come into this since they've been trying to, take him out the picture? And been
that's always a possibility of foul play. That's always a possibility because they just really got it in for him. But I think he will ultimately prevail. I think that he'll end up winning my home state, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It'll be close, but he'll get it. And I think we're going to be victorious. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of tech guys are lining up behind Trump because they know the deal. That's where the money is, and they know that Trump is friendly to the tech sector. So and that's where I'm at. I'm in the tech sector working with Theo. So he's kicking ass and taking names with the conclave, man. I mean, the stuff we got on tap. I can't wait till Monday because I'm going to lay it all out on my Monday show on Rumble. But man, it's going to be bananas. My God.
Oh, I can't wait. One thing about Rumble, since we talk about it, since we're on YouTube, from your experience from Rumble so far, how has it been? And is there anything that Rumble needs to really I guess, improved to be a serious competitive threat to other websites like YouTube or Odyssey or any other platforms?
Not only is it a serious competitor, they were the ones behind Google being upbraided by the federal courts for antitrust violations with their search engine results. It was Rumble that brought that suit.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, I mean, Google's having its issues right now, because they had some people overseas suing Google. I think that was one of the reasons why the original president Susan stepped down and have put front a man, I think he's Indian,
Yeah.
to be a face of YouTube,
Yeah.
because what their actions and their videos of, I guess, propaganda that's being put out the world,
Yeah.
that is hurting other people, and Google's taking a major hit, and they
Yeah.
need to put a new face so they could show that what we are rebuilding, we're changed, we're going to respect people that put out content, that they don't put out any false information. But we all know, if you're an intelligent person, that information is your responsibility to find is it true or not. See, Rumble, they don't have to worry about the
Yeah. My
Go ahead.
thinking is that Rumble is the future of the Manosphere.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys from the man. Tommy Sotomayor is there. Andrew
Mhm.
Tate is there. Fresh and Fit is there. Angry Man is there. Andre Love Crossing Borders is there. So my thinking is in 2025, a lot of brothers are going to be heading over from YouTube over to Rumble. That's my prediction.
Yeah. I got a Rumble account, so I have some videos up there. It's not growing as expected, but I don't put much content. I'm trying to move around certain contents and picking what to put on certain websites, But yeah, I see Rumble as the main future, because let's be honest, you could do more over there and without all the restrictions. Over here is like a lot of too much policies and stupidness. And let's be honest, the people that made money, that's cool, but unless you really know how to do this, you only get so far making some money. And let's be honest, I'm saying you had few channels, some stayed, some gone, and let's be honest, you have actually made money on YouTube, especially when it comes to super chats. I don't know if you want to go into that.
I made quite a bit of money on it.
Yeah,
and it's cool. I mean, a lot of people think I lost a lot of money. Actually, I didn't. My very first day on Rumble, I made like over $3,000. So I mean, no, I didn't lose money. Everything's fine. And actually, I made a shit ton of money this month. So I mean, it's conclave. So I mean, no, everything is fine. Everything is going well. And I can't wait until tomorrow. I mean, well, not tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow we're going to have a really big. We have our Sunday meetings. What I meant to say is I can't wait until Monday to get back on the air. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Got a lot of things to talk about. So I really can't wait.
Okay. Well, actually, one thing that I'm only going to cover it briefly, but you can say your piece on it. I'm going this thing with how can I say this to be nice? The one with P. Diddy, who is I guess a high value man. And one question I'd ask you: what lessons a man should really learn? Because these are well-known entertainment celebrities that get caught up on things that really can be easily avoided. What is your I guess what lessons a man should know, especially if anybody's going to jump up in a certain tax bracket?
I would say the biggest lesson out of P. Diddy is, if you're concerned about what P. Diddy is doing, you don't have, your problems aren't big enough. Far too many black men pay attention to celebrity gossip and news when they need to be out there making it happen for themselves. So if you're concerned, if P. Diddy is on your mind as a black man, that tells me that you got way too much time on your hands. You need some activities. I have really no comment one way or the other about Diddy for a very simple reason.
Okay, that's good.
I'm busy as hell.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, with certain gossip with certain celebrities, I know how most people do it. I don't know how people could do it. I mean, because I can't keep up with everything. If I cover, but I just don't have the time to really follow this thing. I try to do the content as best possible. If it makes sense, it might make sense. But overall, when I look at PD's situation or any celebrity, It's like, that's on them. And for the news to constantly cover it, they're not covering all these other people, but I see why they focus on the black man for a reason. And I say it is what it is. The only thing I say, if I was in the position, I would do something different. But like I said, I don't put too much energy on it because at the end of the day, for most of us, we got to understand once you make money, like the saying goes, more money, more problems. It's that simple,
like I said, if you don't have big enough problems, you need bigger problems in your life. Than to be worried about what another man is doing. You need bigger problems. It really is that. It really is that simple. You need bigger problems.
Exactly. One thing, PD, I'm sorry, Obsidian, when I was going back, because I was looking at certain content and I was like writing and jot some things down. I remember the thing with the weight thing with women, especially black women. And I remember somebody was posting something on Kevin's stream about the weight problem, especially women that are too big, and they, average men need to stop dealing with women that are too big than them.
Yeah.
And it makes me think that, and you did a broadcast maybe a year or 2 years ago, and I wrote my own form of standard of what I think black women should hold if we're dealing with certain things of the actual black beauty standard.
Yeah.
But my question, in regards to weight, what is your views of an actual beauty standard that black women could easily follow, if you could remember? Because you do, I think you lay it out, but I don't know if you want to bring that back up again.
Say that one more time. Say that one more
black
time.
beauty standard. What black beauty standard, from your perspective, that's simple for black women should be able to follow? Since Islam don't give us a definition of what is a black beauty standard.
Well, the reason why a lot of black women, I've been asking this question for a long time. And the reason why I never get a straight answer is because a lot of black women don't want to be held to any particular standard. They, a lot of black women don't. I mean, I could respect it if they just flat out just said that. Well, to be fair, a number of black women have said that. Take me as I am, but they impose all these standards on black men, which I have no personal problem with black women having standards, desires, preferences. I have no issue with that. What I have an issue with is they want to impose it on black men, but they want none to be imposed on them. That's what I have a problem with.
Yeah. And we all know in their mind, because black men don't really have standards, that for them to ask us, say, how dare you ask for a standard that we should abide? And okay, but here's the problem. Most black men have already excised not only the options, but now if you hear it right now, I remember Dan Sperm post this, that most modern men are not even asking these women on dates now.
Right.
So that tells you the social dynamics between men and women have officially completely changed completely. When a man's not asking you for a date now, regardless of the situation, where are you gonna get your money from, ladies? How are you gonna able to attract a certain man? That means now you paying pretty much 100% everything now. Remember one time Obsidian, you talk about the foodie calls?
Yeah.
The only way you're gonna get that, you got to get on a date. Someone has to, bring you out on a date to pay for that. But if a man's not even approach you and for a date, you're not getting that.
Right.
Last time I checked, I could be wrong. I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but usually
no, you on it. You on it. You got it. You're on it.
Yeah. So now it lets you know that a lot of modern women are not really adjusting very well to the men that are the two things, having a standard, or they're flat out not just going to participate in the so-called Western dating market,
right?
At all. It's one or the other. Yeah. And I think now what women are eventually going to have to do, they're going to have to now adjust to the men accordingly. And I think men are going to try to force it out of them now,
Yeah.
And not men are going to do it physically. They're just going to do it by their feet and, like you said, the wallet, because when the money start really dry up, women are going to have to do two things. Either they're going to adjust and adapt, or they're going to eventually really starve. Right. Because they can't say anything about black men generally that, you're going to starve. Either black men going to sink or goddamn swim.
Right.
That's always been. There's no safety net for men, especially black men. We all know this since we're at a certain point in life, and we experience it and we do the according. You know, it's the only thing you ladies are going to experience. You're going to experience it much harder than the men.
Right.
You get me? And I see they see the statistics. A world feminism far from it. India. This I think I'm not sure all the statistics, but I pull this up and it's pretty good statistic. And you know, funny thing with Japan and China. I remember another elder posted something about how the Asian women, I don't know if it's China or some part of Asia, how now the Asian men are not even paying nothing at all. They're actually voting with their feet even more, and they just don't know what to do as well. So, regardless how we look at the feminism, that how it spread, a lot of men are really adjusting very fast, and they're not liking it, and a lot of women are not liking it, and it is they're going crazy right now. Obsidian, and hoping you'll cover this more when you go back on the air. But it's showing that the change is here.
Yeah.
And it's about time, because we always talk about there's a select and non-select for a reason, but at the end of the day, a man has to find ways to win. You get me?
Yeah.
And he's gonna figure it out. And I think a lot of women don't understand you do need men, because men are the ones going to eventually solve the problems. And if he sees there's a problem that he can't fix, he's going to come with the answer and solve it. And the solving he does is something that you're not going to like.
Right.
Because men make the hard call. And another thing with the hard call, it makes you question, even with this woman that's going to run for office, if she ever wins, right? If she ever wins. And people should ask her this question. Are you going to be that person that's going to make the hard call when it needs to? Because right now, how you going by it, she sounds like a script.
Pretty much. I mean, she's like a walking, talking meme at this point. And, people got a wind of that. You know what I mean? She went and, she had the debate, and she did better than expected. And I give her that. But then she went and did the really softball interview. Yeah. And she just, jacked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Most of her interviews, if you pay attention, even the last one she did, a lot of them, it's like they actually look like they're recordings. Like, they have to do takes, because she don't seem like she's comfortable being in front of camera, really ask the crucial questions. That's why I heard rumor that they should do another debate with Trump. I'm glad Trump declined, because you're not gonna make this woman look better than me while helping her. Why I want to do that? We all know she's not built for this.
Yeah.
Hell, she didn't even gone through the primaries to be eligible to run for president.
Yeah.
This is the first time in American history this happens.
Yeah.
So really, truly, if people want to think that if the game is rigged, if it plays out the way it is, there's no doubt it's all going to be revealed if it ever happens. You get me?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest. You think Miss Harris is going to be able to have conversation with people that are men that run patriarch societies, like Xi Jinping, Putin? I can't name all the other presidents. Regardless, they said that they prefer her. I always question, if anybody said they prefer a certain president, be cautious. Because when Trump when he was office, he didn't play. Last time I checked, I remember one time, I forgot the brother. He said when he went and confront one of them, and Tom said, if you do this to Americans, this is what's going to happen to you. And he told him, tell him that in this language. And they were shocked, say, you going to do that? Yep. No person hurt an American body when Trump was in office, roughly.
Right.
So it tells you they don't want a certain man that's about that to have that power. That's why they really are very fierce. Say if he gets back in, he's going to really change the dynamics. What's going on right now, and that's the last thing they worry about. They want someone that's soft, that's going, get along. I mean, think about this. I mean, I'm not going to go into what we see is going outside America, but let's be honest. I'm not liking what's going on personally. And if she is going to be the one that's running things, we all know she's not going to be running things, because right there, it takes a certain cojones to push other people if you're the face of the world.
Yeah.
The face of the free world. and I don't see her that type of person, Regardless, a lot of black women trying to push her because says she's the first black. Listen, even certain celebrities' questions said she's not even black. Hell, Janet Jackson got heat saying,
"Oh yeah,
she's Indian," and because she was marketed to everybody decades ago as someone that's not black. Now I'm saying you come black also in the last 4 years?
Yeah,
I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So what were you doing while you were a prosecutor? And I said, I question this. Oh,
well, I mean, it's not going over as well as she thought, and it's not just black men like you pointed out with Janet Jackson. They try to make it out that it's some kind of sexist thing. No, Janet Jackson proves that it's not a sexist thing. It's a black thing. It's an ADOS thing. It's an FBA thing, and she's not FBA. She's not ADOS. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's not none of that. And they put her up front, and she's playing the game well, and it is somewhat of a Brock up 2.0. But the problem with this is not a good one, because at times you could sell Brock. You get me? You can't sell her because she's not a carbon copy, but she's not that good. I'm sorry, regardless of
she didn't win the primary, so there you go.
Remember, when she ran,
that proves that she's not very good because she didn't win them.
No, and it also proves 4 years ago when they tried to push her and she tried to run, she didn't make it even past the first month.
Yeah, she didn't win any primaries.
Yeah, so right there it tells you if you're not the only way you're gonna get in that seat, someone has to really orchestrate it very well, and the American people are not gonna like it, especially how the country is now. I'm not gonna go there. We all know what's gonna happen, but we're not gonna go there. But like I said before. She right now, in next month or so, they're trying to make her look good to hopefully get a boost. These interviews we've seen now is just the last ditch effort for the boost, and right now it's not even doing well because you guys sell it to non-black people, mostly white people. That's majority, and a lot of them are not budging in certain states. Matter of fact, a lot of them already could read it out and see what she is and say, "Oh no, we don't want this." You know what I'm saying? Hell, Hillary has a better chance being president now if she wanted to than her.
Yeah.
And that's sad to say because a lot of people don't like Hillary Clinton or her history.
Yeah, she's not very well well received these days. But when Hillary Clinton is a better alternative to the current nominee on the Democrat side, what does that tell you?
Yeah. Not good at all, man. And I'm not betting that at all. I said, oh no, absolutely not. Screw that. No. Anywho. Oh, and guys, make sure y'all like the stream. I know I see some people here. Support the channel. Y'all know what it is. I have Mumia Obsidian for the first time. He is returning. And like I said, he has content coming on his way. Only way you're going to find that, you got to follow his own page, which I'm going to put in the description at the end of this stream, like always. And also, please, buy the books. You know what I'm saying? I have a copy of this, and I'm also going to get a copy of the other two very soon. And get it fast soon before November because he does have copies of the purple book. Normally, people have to wait to be available worldwide on Amazon in the month of November, I think 6th or 9th. I forgot what date, but it's gonna be
November 6th, right after election day. Right after election day. But I got copies right now. If brothers want to get a copy, just hit my Cash App $ Obsidian Radio. Let me know who you want me to sign the purple book. If you want the black book, let me know about that. If you want the red book, let me know about that. If you want all three, let me know about that. Just let me know who you want me to sign the books out to and where to mail them to, and I'd be happy to get them out to you.
Exactly. Yeah. You know where to find them. So yeah. Come on, comes check us some. Another thing, Obsidian. To your opposition. Now I didn't want to talk about this, but I'm gonna just knock it away. I noticed a lot of people that saw the highlights of the conclave. Some of the gentlemen that unfortunately are immature. They're not really seeing what you're really doing, but they go through what they see at the aesthetics of you. And
first of all, it's kind of gay. First of all, if you're a man and you're looking at how another man looks and you claim to be straight, what does that say about you? That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I like it because what it tells me is that they don't have an argument left. What is there left to argue about?
Mm-hmm.
If you're reduced to talking about somebody's appearance, it tells me you don't have an argument left.
Mm-hmm.
These are brothers that are the Black Manosphere's rejects. These are brothers that are mad that we will never let them join us because they're a bad look. These are brothers who can't do any better because if they could do better, they would have. If they could do better, they would have. They can't. And they're just going to continue to sit on the sideline in seething in impotent rage as we do the damn thing again in Miami. So eat your heart out, haters.
Oh, and for those that have questions for Obsidian, you can put it in a super chat. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, you can add chat. I prefer on super chat personally for questions. But either or, put your question out for Obsidian if you have anything, and please make sure the questions are respectful. It could be any question, but make sure it's respectful. I don't mind.
Yeah, I got about 10 minutes, so we can. If they
yeah,
want to hurry up,
of course. 10 minutes. Yeah. Just to knock out the way now. Yeah, good fences make good neighbors. Exactly. TIQS. And I'll probably put the call link for anybody that want to come up and ask the questions too. Or usually prefer super chat. But other than that, black man, black woman. One thing, now that these 3 books are out the way and the feminist books out the way, what is the next book that's lined up right now that's in the works?
Right now, I'm working on a book about Kevin. It's been long overdue. Something I meant to do 2 years ago, but events conspired against it. But now the time is finally right to do that book. So I'm working on that right now. Inshallah, it'll be done by the end of the year. And we'll be ready to rock and roll in time for the conclave in Miami. I got something very special. I'm not going to go into it right now. Don't want to give any details right now. But if you're a conclave brother, you will be able to get a piece of history. And I'll just leave it at that with Kevin's book.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up. Is there a timetable potentially of how you might going to release this book, or it's like you write it and then you're going to pick a date when you eventually going to release it?
Well, I've already got all that selected. I always start with when I want to release the book, and then I work backward. So the book will be in stores everywhere after the conclave. But the conclave brothers will be able to get it first before anybody.
Yeah, first step, first serve. So they come up, they buy it right there directly. Right. And you know, I'm not sure if this is a promise moving forward, depending on how many conquers you're going to keep rolling out. Are you going now, since you got this 3rd book out, you're going to try to promise us, the readers, the viewers, that there's going to be a release of a book every year, if potentially?
Yeah, that was the plan. That was part of the plan. Part of the plan is to drop a book every year. And actually, I'm glad you asked this. Actually, I have 2 books coming out next year. I actually have 2.
Okay.
So it's not just 1 book. I actually have 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to drop a book every year.
Every year, okay. And is the second book, is it dealing with the what they call the cane? I know you have pictures of the cane. Is that the one you're gonna release next year, including Kevin book, the one with the walking cane?
Yeah, that's something that I wrote last year, but I didn't have the chance to put it out. So that's going to be I meant to do it this year, didn't have a chance to do it this year. So this time around, we're going to do it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking if that was released, like I said, it'd be every book every year. But because of the timing, I don't know if that will be available next year, including Kevin. Because I'm not sure
both of them going to be out. Yeah, both.
Yeah, I know, because remember, because I'm not off like that yet, but I know the time it takes to sit down and actually try to write some on digital form and hopefully write as much content as possible and have it compiled into a book. This takes a lot of time, effort, and work, you know. And you're a person.
It's funny. It's getting faster now.
Really?
At first it used to be. Yeah, I did the purple book. The purple book is the biggest book I've ever written so far. It's bigger than the black book.
How many pages? How many pages? The purple book has.
In print, 472, 74, something like that.
Okay.
So it's like about maybe 20, 30 pages bigger than the black book. And I did it in record time too. I wrote start to finish 9 months.
9 months. Oh, okay.
And this book I'm working on with Kevin, this book will be roughly the same size as the red book, maybe a little bit smaller. So you're looking at like a 300 pager. And this will be, I just got started. I started writing it this month, and I'm projected to finish in December. So you're looking at 3 or 4 months knocking out a 300+ page book. So
okay. Well, you know, with Kevin, cause he did so much content, I think how you gonna lay out is gonna be more of what people miss, the important parts of what he has done. You know, I think from the man's side and the woman's side, especially woman's side. And I'm not sure Obsidian is going, when this book is released, it's going to be a focus, like, I don't know if it's going to be 50-50 of what men dealt with men during that time, and the other half is on women. I'm not sure how it's going to be constructed, but I think it's going to be like, you know, more focus on the works and what he expect out of people, you know, and the things that people miss. Because when we watch his show night in, night out, and we see him, you know, when 11 o'clock comes, you know it is Obsidian. When that music hit, those lights flashing, that he's gonna open the lines up. A lot of men sit back, either on their TV or laptop, wherever, and wait for Kevin to go in and whoop that trick.
Yes, they gotta whoop that trick. Where's my echo? Hold on a second. I got to get the right echo effect on there. Hold on a second. I just got me a brand new mixing board here. So let me see which one.
A roadcaster? I think that's what they call it. I don't know if that is.
No, I got a roadcaster on the way in, by the way. I got new I got all new equipment coming. So that's in the pipeline. So let me see. Hold on a second here. Because I gotta see which one does that. Wait a minute. I'm getting closer.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Don't play it. Let me do
hang on. All right. I just got this new one. This wait a minute. I just got the new board. Wait a minute. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer there. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me see. What else do I have here? Hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah.
Guys, hit the like button. And
y'all hit the like button.
And come up if you want to have questions now.
Testing. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna take time.
Yeah. I wanna definitely get that right there. Hold on a second. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on. Well, hold on. Testing. That's it right there. Whoop that trick. Yeah,
okay.
That's it.
I hear it. Okay. All right. Good. I hear. All right. Oh, you know, I got something to show you because you might not see this because it's your first time on this channel. I got players. You're gonna like this. All right, watch this, guys.
Eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Yeah, man, that's something I came up with, you know, since people were playing that soundbite. And you know, it's funny because when he said that in the bit with Kamala, it's ironic. Those same people trying to correct him say, sir, that's wrong. And so, wait, your job is not to correct me. Your job is to ask me a question. I give you the answer. See the games they play. I never seen a debate like this. See, this is the first time in American history that they really are on the side of a person that they're paid to put up front. And word on the street is, as you know, they said that she has some frat up there, you know, helped her. Okay, I got one person up here, so I'm bringing him up. Hustle Muscle, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's up, Chaos?
Oh, good. Welcome to the stream. You have any questions from Mumia Obsidian Ali?
Well, first I want to say welcome back, Obsidian. Long time no see.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. Where the hell you been my first question, where the hell you been hiding at, man?
Well, I'm over on Rumble. You didn't know that?
I guess
Yeah, I'm over on.
I don't use Rumble like that. I mean, I got an account, but I ain't been on it in damn near a year. But what happened? YouTube booted you out. You went to Rumble.
Yeah,
What happened?
I got asked by YouTube. I don't miss it one little bit. I'm feeling fantastic, doing great over on Rumble. Coming fresh off the conclave in Houston, it was great. And now we can get back to work because we've been working behind the scenes, putting things together. We're gonna have a big meeting tomorrow, and then that's going to lead us into Monday. It's the last day of the month, and I got a special just for my listeners to get them some early bird tickets for the conclave in Miami. It's going to be bananas. You don't want to miss it. Brothers making money hand over fist. You know how I go down in Miami. I don't need to tell you about that. So, yeah, man, it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to it. Well, your fans over here on YouTube, myself included, miss you.
Yeah, man. I'll be back over on YouTube in a guest, I guess you could say, in a guest cameo capacity. But as far as me, holding forth, I'm holding up over on Rumble these days. But that's where you can find me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Rumble's where they're at, man. And if Hustler, if I know everybody has an account, but people don't be on it because they don't see the value of Rumble. I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you this personally, Obsidian. When you went to Rumble, Obsidian, and I went to see what you do on Rumble, I was able to see other content creators that been, saying things and like that. And it reminds me of the days when YouTube was somewhat of like that back maybe 8 years ago. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 years ago. 15 years ago. Yeah.
Well, you got to keep in mind, I did not really watch YouTube seriously until, was it like 2016, 2017? I've been seeing like videos here, but I never watched like that until years later. You get me? And here's my thing. One of the few videos that I came across, since I'm telling everybody's first time if they're come across this, I saw a content creator for the very first time that made me start glued into a lot of you gentlemen today. And you know who that content creator was, Obsidian?
Who was that?
Cynthia G.
Wow.
When I saw her content and then was paying attention closely, I came across other content creators, which what we now call the Black Manosphere.
Huh. Okay.
And the first, and matter of fact, maybe I'll do a stream and go in the background about this because I think I'll separate that for now. But today's here, we're talking about you, so I'm not gonna go about me. But yeah, that start me finding a lot of gentlemen like you and a few ladies at the time,
Oh, that's what's up. Well, Cynthia G was good for something after all. She led you to me, so that's great.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it's not her alone, but it's like some other brothers that led that eventually came across you. Eventually, you get me?
Yeah.
So, but that's how it goes. So, any other questions, Hustler?
Oh, no, I just wanted to listen in on the interview.
Right,
yeah, man, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to get up out of here, but you can catch me over on Zoom to Thailand. I'm getting ready to go over there right now.
Okay. Well, before we end this, thank you, Rumble. I'm bringing down. I guess let me ask these two short questions or questions generally. With the lady that I'm talking about, the one that gave problem. How's the status of her? I mean, if you know what I mean, in regards to you trying
Kimberly Nicole Foster. Kimberly Nicole Foster's pretty much washed up. She stalled out. Doesn't have any new ideas. Doesn't have any new motion. She's pretty much stalled out. I suspect that she will be going full on ape shit when she finds out I got a new book and I made good on my promise to write a book in part about her. And doing other major things and making major moves. I was writing in her backyard. She's in Texas. I was writing in her backyard earlier this month, killing it. So,
oh wow,
so,
I didn't know she was in Texas. Yeah. I know she was in Texas.
Yeah, she's in Texas. Yeah, she's in Texas. I was writing in her backyard, killing it. We'll see if she can come to my home state in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and put up 400 lovely ladies at a luxury hotel, killing it. I haven't heard her do anything like that ever, and she probably will never do it. So there you go.
Okay.
Listen, man, I got to run. Listen, it's been great. To be continued. You can bring me back anytime. Anytime you want me to come on back over, man. I appreciate it. Y'all be
Obsidian.
good, man. Yeah. What's up?
What's this? What's the status of you showing yourself on camera? What's the percentage right now? The status right now?
I'm having all the equipment brought in right now, so all of that with the timeline somewhere between now and the end of the year. Because
Okay,
I got new equipment coming now, so all that's in the pipeline. So
all right, thank you, Obsidian. Like I
right,
said,
man.
since you're up here, I'll hit you up for any future broadcasts. You know what I'm saying, and
All right,
if
man.
anything, just let me know. All right.
All right.
One
Peace.
thing. Send me a link. The Zoom town on Facebook. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we
sir.
will. Thank you.
Take care. That's
Appreciate
Obsidian,
it.
guys.
All right,
We
man.
are CLE. You know. The floor is open for those that want to come up. Y'all guys can come up and express your opinions or anything of any sort of nature. The floor is yours. I'm yours or y'all's.
I mean,
It'll
I was
be
gonna ask Obsidian.
next year. Yeah, see, TG, that's what I said. It's gonna be 1,000. He said Obsidian projected like 900. I would say it's gonna be much bigger than that. It's gonna be 1,000. It's gonna be 1,000. Oh yes,
I'll be back. Give me a minute.
What do you say?
I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
All right, good. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna put the call link again for wherever people want. Where is this? Let me see if I can find the call link because I didn't put it. And please, guys, support the channel. Cash and super chat. I know this is unexpected, but support your boy. I do work. I put in some work. God damn it. But anyhow, I think one thing.
I'm back.
Okay, the one thing of Obsidian, his work speaks for itself, and I do appreciate what he has done up to this point, and really truly, I expect even greater works from him, and I think I should expect even more greater works as well. You know what I'm saying? I own one of the books, and I am going to probably get some other books from him. So, I think The Toxic Femininity is a must-get book, and as I'm looking at right now, let me find it. Yeah, yeah. So, and I got it right here. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the physical copy. I need the physical copy. Me as man, I need a physical copy of these books. I like to have virtual, the digital version, but it always sets on when you got the real version of the book, Yeah. But like I said, the floor is yours. Y'all guys can come up and let me open up the space of the show. And before I begin, y'all know what time is. Please support the channel.
I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Support the channel. $ Chaos 8 Ring, like always, So Hustler, you say you have a Rumble account. You're not on Rumble. You don't use Rumble at all, brother.
I haven't used it. No, I used it one time, but that was like a year ago. I tried to connect my YouTube to Rumble, but I don't know what I did wrong. It wouldn't come. I tried to stream from both YouTube and Rumble, but it didn't work for some reason.
You might have to watch some videos how to do it, because I think now I'm should be. Well, no, I need one more follower. As a matter of fact, let me put my Rumble handler. For those that don't know, I did not do that. I apologize, because like I said, it's like a last minute thing how I do these things. Where is my? Let me pull up. Because actually no, I have it here. What I'm doing. Where's Rumble? Oh, here it is. Let me pull it now for y'all. Because I need like 30 followers to maybe go live properly on Rumble. And right now I am 1 follower away. I need one more. So here's my Rumble handler for those that don't know. Yeah, you have to watch some videos, Hustler, to know how to link your Rumble account. But really, truly, how I look at Hustler, if you have Rumble, you should create different content aside from what's on YouTube to make it more transparent and separate. That's how normal is supposed to go.
Like what kind of content?
Well, the things that you can't do over here, you should do over there. You get my drift?
I do them anyway.
I mean, well,
but I get it.
Yeah, I mean, but you get me. I mean, I ain't gonna say, but yeah, but that's how overall, yeah, whatever you can do over here, you should do over there. Well, no problem for now. And one thing, if you didn't know, Hustler, Rumble actually advertised their app on YouTube. Did you know that?
They advertise it on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, like you get the commercial on YouTube, like random commercials. Rumble they have commercials to get the download of Rumble on YouTube. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Nah.
I mean, I kind of had a red I find a little fishy because usually if you're promoting your app on other third-party websites, it's always a sign that either you might be possibly bought off or something else come down the pipeline. Because let's be honest, Rumble is a competitor to YouTube. Yeah,
exactly. That's all I'm just gonna say. It's a competitor.
So why would you advertise on a bigger platform like YouTube? And YouTube, last thing they want to do is want something like this app to start to grow, get traction. You get me? That's the last thing you want, traction. Because if you're somewhat small, I like to keep you in that small arena. I don't want you to start spanning, because how YouTube is, they can control the voices and opinions and behaviors of people over here in regards to content, rather good and bad. They control that, but personally, I don't like that. But well, I know. Yeah. So I don't like the idea that people control shit like that. But yeah.
Whatever happened to freedom of speech?
That don't exist. That does not exist at all. Whoever told people that there's such thing as freedom of speech, they're lying to us. They're lying. They are lying. It don't exist. I think. Another thing before I move on, I also got a new book as well, and I'm not sure if I'm going to cover content on this, but this is by Richard D. Wolff, Understanding Capitalism, because there were some things that Trump did said about tariffs and all that stuff. A lot of people should probably pick up this particular book because this professor kind of goes in about the capitalism entirely in under 180 pages, and it's a pretty good read. A must get read. All right, personally. All right, hello, new person on the panel. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Great Dane.
Okay. You're from Obsidian side? I think I never see you here before. I know this is the first time.
Yeah, I'm actually a mod on Edge channel.
Oh, okay. What's up? That's good. All right, welcome, Great Dane. And I see the Great Dane. Nice dog.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm a content creator as well, but I saw you guys had a link, just figured I'd come up and say what's up.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up? What is your content by any chance? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I do a lot of because it's crazy. I mean, I do a lot of I pretty much talk about everything. Mostly like social, economic stuff, dating, relationships, interpersonal stuff.
Okay.
Some politics, not too much. Things like that.
Okay. So you do pretty much everything. So I take it as it's not in the realm of entertainment. Like my channel mostly focuses on entertainment. I try to push more entertainment more than recent years, because if people understand, when I first started doing this, now what is it? 5 years ago, I usually did like podcasting, interviews. As you know, I'm back to my interview form, rather good or bad. And usually my interviews, they're like, it is what it is. Some of them are great, some subpar, some, but at the end, I have the conversation with various people from all walks of life. Personally. Right. One thing I will say, I'm Great Dane and Hustler. I was thinking of most of my interviews or things I did, I should put it on a playlist. I gotta watch, see how to do that, because I got like almost 800 videos.
Oh,
A good
wow.
portion are, most of them are content with interviewers. I'm thinking I should do that. And they said that when you put a playlist, it makes it easier. But I don't know, because I don't really see the value of it. But now that I'm thinking, because I have so much content and I did have these interviews, I should probably do so. You know, because these are libraries of information, conversations. You know, some people can't really consume in 1 hour, 2 hours. So by segmenting them and just making it run, let it run, people will have more of an understanding. You know, and I'm thinking I should do that, but I'm still thinking we'll see. But like I said, if your content is like pretty much everything, I mean, I think the vlog or blogs would probably make more sense, you know, because I don't think they give really categories when we say what our content is when people come to our page. You get me? The first is
Yeah.
they hit the link and they see like a bunch of videos with thumbnails, and people have to decide what is this, you know?
Right. Yeah. And even in my description, I try to kind of I guess give people an idea, but yeah, normally people just kind of have to scroll through and see what the titles are.
Yeah. I mean, it's challenging, you know, for those that either, you know, like the content or say it's boring. They get the option of saying when you come here, you get a cinematic what I'm trying to do, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes what I do, some people like, and some things that I do, some people don't like. Every content is for the viewing eyes that they will come back every time, you know? Because the purpose is we hoping they come back again to see the next content, you know? That's the goal, you know? I put out some, they like it, they come back. If not, you know, maybe some I put out, they'll like something different, you know? You know, it's always, you know, the challenge is trying to retain people. And you should know as personally hustler, because I know you do content as well. And one thing I tell people when they do this is the whole premise, besides understanding analytics, you always want to make the content for the viewer to come back again, you know, on their free will. You know, so if they don't come back, then maybe you could try something different, you know, and some will work, you know. Or you could just say, I just do pretty much everything because I'm a person that, like a book, I have certain things to say about certain scenarios of society, and my voice should be heard. You know,
right.
That's how I look at it. You know, yeah. So you know, but one thing, because you talk about the politics, Great Dane. What do you think, or what's your predictions of the outcome of this election once it, you know, passes in November?
Man, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think, I don't know. I feel like Trump is going to win.
Okay.
I think when it comes down to it, I think he's more personable and relatable than Kamala is, which is kind of insane because I mean the wealth gap between them is very wide, but somehow Trump is able. He's like an in your face kind of guy, and I think it's going to come down to that. But a lot is being pushed into Kamala's campaign, like a lot, and so I'm kind of like 50-50 because I mean Trump is he's just pushed on by sheer will. You know what I mean? Whereas Kamala, I mean, she's being propped up immensely. And I'm kind of 50-50, but I think if Kamala wins, I really think we'll see some expansion in some of the social services. Like so outside of this, I sell Medicare insurance, life insurance stuff. And so I'm curious to see what she'll do as far as, you know, expanding, maybe seeing if she would expand Medicare, because I mean, I'm not 100% sure what her actual policies are, but I feel like she'll just be a continuation of Joe Biden. I think with Trump, one of the things he's talking about a lot is really kind of rearing back in the energy sector and all that kind of stuff. I mean, but either way, I think regardless of who gets in office, to be honest with you, I think either way, the machine's going to keep on going. Regardless. I do think that I feel like Trump's going to keep us out of crazy wars abroad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I remember when he was in office, he was doing like the drone strikes and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
And then as far as Kamala, I don't know. I think she might end up pushing us into a war.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I really feel like that's just the plan, you know.
Okay.
Is to have another war, but that's just kind of like my take.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And the reason why I ask this because it is crunch time, and like I said, I'm not a political channel like that. I mean, I'll touch it briefly, but and the reason why because I look at it is a lot of these things that's going on in politics, especially the bigger office, like the person that's gonna be head of the free world. I mean, I look at a lot of people are now just unfortunate. I feel like people are just being put in positions, It's almost like a script stage, Besides locally, we have more control, but outside that, it's even this election we're seeing right now. It is evident that say if people are still in control, we have to have a different perspective,
right?
Because think about this: there's certain rules and protocols that say, to the people that is believable that these people are not put in, but they have worked their way up to become presidents. But with this woman right here that didn't go for no primary or anything, but they throw her in there and then they're helping her with the media, it's a definite indication that as American, if we people are American voters, we got to question if the vote really is valid for the White House. Now,
Right.
Even with the electoral college is the last say, which there should not be. It should be by the people, only people, vote people in. But when you put electoral college for the deciding factor, the question we ask: how much are we really in control? Because this should be the one that should be the representative of United States of America. And right now, I don't know, man. I mean, there are some presidents that they have rattled the social order, but I can't speak and say now, today. I mean, and right now we live through seeing that this is, could be staged, possibly, but we could be wrong. We can't conspire to. The only time will tell to see if our assumptions are right, but who knows?
But it does feel like that though, because I mean, even looking at the way the race has played out up until this point, I mean, at the beginning of the year, we didn't even know if Trump was going to be on the ballot in some states. They were trying to keep him off. And so it seems like every month is something new, like, oh, we have this going on. Oh, the cases, we got to figure out these cases. And it's like, okay, well, this case is going on. Well, we're going to push off sentencing till, a month from now. It's like it's almost like a sitcom. You're just waiting for for November to get here so we can just finally just resolve this once and for all. So it does feel like that, like it's a big grand show, and so I my thing is you're absolutely correct. I mean, the most important thing is of course the local elections. Whoever the president is, I mean, to be honest, regardless of who it is, the machine's going to keep on going because I mean you have all these agencies that operate regardless of what the president says. I mean, the president does have a lot of power, but there's a lot of other stuff that's at play. And so I think at the end of the day, a lot of people they're not looking at it from a standpoint of what's best for the country or how this stuff really works. They're just for them it's popularity, especially when it comes to Kamala. It's like, oh well, she's so great. It's like, okay, well, why is she so great? What specifically has she done that you think makes her so great, or whatever the case may be? And it's interesting watching people talk about it, and one of the way people react to Kamala is one of the main reasons why I don't talk politics like on social media like that. But it's unfortunate because the only way to learn is to talk about it. That's the only way to bring the ideas back and forth. You have to have that dialogue, and but if you don't have the dialogue, you don't learn. You know.
Yeah, I mean, dialogue and having these conversations is the first start of really not only thinking but having people really voice their opinions of what they like or dislike, or really what's the issue. You know, once dialogue it doesn't exist, then people are confined, comfortable.
Right.
There's no opposition because no one's really saying nothing about it. I mean, God, think about this, Great Dane. I'm not sure where you reside. What part of the country state you reside, roughly?
South Carolina.
All right. Okay, that's good. As you know, like even with the celebrity thing, I mentioned Obsidian earlier about the celebrity thing with the P. Diddy, right? And the only reason I mentioned about it is because it's the talk of the town, you know. And not only that, it shows really, if we think about it, of people that's in certain positions of power or alleged power, that there's something to learn from this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, regardless of the thing about sex is natural, or just having the parties, I understand it, but in this climate we're in, and let's say they're trying to make people or make an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you're hitting up somebody for having them type of parties, right? But it was never an issue 20 years ago. Hell, 30 years ago. Hell, I didn't want to mention that Hugh Hefner had these type of parties. They did not one time hit him up.
Exactly.
But they hit up Sean Combs. And I'm thinking, and this is me when I think about it, and this happened back in March. The first thing that comes to mind when you see any public top figure, once the feds or wherever alphabet people hit up his place, right? Who did he rough feathers? Should be your number one question. Who did he offend? Because so and when we look close to detail, we find, and I did not know this, but now I know now, that the drink they call Ciroc, he was having a legal issue with them, in regards in the form of almost close to $100 or more million.
Wow.
And because this, and I'm not sure how long ago this happened, but we come to find out, right? Months later, we find that he got raped. Now, a lot of people said the first thing that really started was the thing with Cassie. And I look at with Cassie or any these women that I have no feeling, because at the end of the day, if you know a man is flexing his power and being very abusive, there's two things you could do as a woman. You accept it and stay, or you go.
Right.
Or number two, you go. There's no in between. Kim Porter's book, Great Dane, which I told one friend, and I did cover, and I'm going to cover more in the next live stream. She knew what PD done, even done to her. And instead of a woman that knows her worth, if these women then talk about they know the worth, these lovely ladies talk about they know the worth, she stayed.
Wow.
After PD took his hand and gave her the slap or the pimp slap of God, she stayed. Now we all know how some women act, rather black or whatever. Some will either fight back, which is futile, depending on who you dealing with, or they just hold their face of the slap and they just turn around and go somewhere else. Right? She stayed, and not only she stayed, she's definitely a bona fide freak, a super freak. She likes the multiple partners with Mr. Combs, and even go as far as she has engaged in polygamy activity with Mr. Combs, to the point he loves it, to the point that he be begging more of it, and she up there being disrespectful, telling him in his face, said, "Why you deal with Clyde Davis? Let him handle you in that way." And that's what. And well, more than that, I don't want to go into detail. We're trying to keep it clean if you can. That's why PD gave her a slap in the face for the first time. But it lets you know, saying, what do you expect when you entertain that type of degeneracy? You're gonna ask more, and even take a step a notch of more degeneracy, that leads to more perversion. And to me, ooh, that's a problem. But like I said, in this society, especially certain cultures amongst either black people or generally, once you engage in that type of perverse behavior, I mean, it's hard to really stop. And the only thing that's going to stop you is yourself, and you need serious help, whether going through the actual mental therapy or go through the natural way of correcting this. But it's your responsibility as a person, man or woman. If you have a desire or lustful taste that can be problematic in the near future, where you are in life, wherever age, it is your job to correct this. You know, I think with Kim Porter, she had a problem, and she never went out her way to correct it. She stayed because of the money. That's why Cassie stayed, because of the money. I don't want to hear about what the man have you do. You're a grown adult. You're with Ryan Leslie before you left him to go with Diddy. That was the choice. That's the decision. You left a man that is already in the business, that is making good money and probably might do even better. And he probably doing better now. And you left him to be with another top person that's have more than him, and you dealt with abuse. And instead you leaving, you stayed. And you know what she's doing now? She's now married and dealing with a man of a lower value.
Right.
All this because of the assumption that you're going to be a singer, a top famous singer, a famous singer. That's why she left Ryan to be a PD, to be something more than what she is, what she's not. You're not that, sweetie.
Right.
If you were that, the music that you were under Mr. Combs' label, you should explode it, right? Right? Why is it only one album you came out and it didn't really do much of nothing? And she probably did came on the album, but no one really know about Cass. When you look at her head to her, say, who's this Asian looking woman trying to sing R&B soul? And it's not really that good. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping real.
Yeah, I mean that's those are all valid points. I mean, the funny thing about the Diddy stuff is that, I mean, you have a lot of people who benefited from what was going on, and until they weren't. And to me, it's hard for me to take a lot of the allegations and stuff seriously from people for a number of reasons, because it's like, well, the first question is, why wait so long to address something? Then the second question is, did you benefit from it? And if you answer, well, you benefited, that tells me why you waited so long. And so I think a lot of people, they're just going based off of preconceived notions. They and then also my other thing with it too is, and I'm not necessarily a fan of Diddy, but I like to call BS when I see it. The fact of the matter is, a lot of people have a disdain for those who are successful and rich. And I mean, come on, Diddy has a private jet, private chef, all this other stuff. Man's spent a lot of money. Regardless of how people feel that he's made the money, he's had very successful business dealings, like the one with rock and music, with artists, other stuff. Has he done bad things? Yes. Has he made mistakes? Of course. But at the end of the day, he is still a very, very successful person. And I think a lot of people, they hate on him. And the other part of that is, when you're in the public eye, like he is, have successful, powerful friends, and people love you. Everybody wants, like, what's that song? Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. People make songs about you and stuff. Everything's great, but that can turn, because the public opinion can turn to hate just as much as it was for love. Because at one point people loved P. Diddy, so they did. And I mean, that's just the price you pay for being a celebrity. I mean, it happens to everybody to some degree. Even with Hugh Hefner, I mean, you got women now trying to go back and say he was some kind of abuser. It's not true. But that's just what people do. And so I mean personally, I have no dog in the fight. I mean, whatever happens, happens. I have no opinion on that, but I will say, I mean, if he did all these things, even what he did with Cassian, I definitely don't agree with him putting his hands on her the way he did. But then the question is, why did you stay? And that's something he brought up. It's like, why did you stay? Why did you, after that situation, that's it. And people will say, well, and this is people on the left like to use this argument a lot. Well, he had the power and the power was in his hands. It's like, no, that's BS. Diddy is not more powerful than the police. He's not more powerful than the government. Obviously. Because if he was that powerful, then he would keep himself out of jail.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have gone to jail. He would have been able to make bail. So that we know that's a lot. But that's an excuse that people use. And that excuse worked for Cassie and she got paid. So I mean, it is so that people will deal with you until they can't benefit anymore. And it doesn't matter. I mean, everybody has, especially in Hollywood. I mean, come on. Diddy's not the only one doing these crazy sex parties. Everybody has these crazy parties. Everybody. You know, you still got people trying to unseal the Epstein client list because they just want to see who these people are so bad. So yeah.
I didn't really mention about that dude Epstein. I think he's still around. He's still alive. I mean, there are rumors today they deleted him, but I don't think there's no truth in that because of a man that's well known and a lot of people that were in higher positions went to his island. I just don't see them. Just I think with him, I'm not sure what his background is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back into some other land, some other country that is protecting those type of people. But I'm not gonna go into that because let's be honest. When you go down that rabbit hole, I mean, a lot of people want to speculate.
Yeah.
But we gotta keep you're speculating to something that we don't have no actual proof. But we could say this: if a person was doing this for more than 20 years, and I'm not sure he is Epstein, I could say this that you've been doing this and getting away for this long, and you were protected by people that are very much influential. So it took a point where someone pulled the plug. Either he pulled the plug himself or something, but we'll never know because, like I said, they like to sweep things on the rug. But if you're unfortunately a black celebrity, right, a basketball singer, any form of entertainment, you're constantly gonna be on eggshells, especially as a man.
Right.
With P. Diddy, and like all the other ones that, if I didn't say this, that unfortunately they're gonna possibly be next. Even with Jay-Z, a lot of people say he's gonna be next, and even I hear that he's worser. But I think about it, say, why are people still worshiping these so-called celebrities? I mean, think about this. If he is bad, don't you think his woman is just as bad? Because she's with him. Everything she learned, he got off her man. Now, a lot of people say, she's innocent. She should divorce, move on. Listen, you are a worshiper. Did you know how much what Beyonce has done to other music artists, female artists, in the past 20 years?
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
But you ladies gave her a pass. Why? Because you love her. You infatuate her. You follow her low-level cult. Now, let's be honest. I'm not really into the little low-level witchcraft occult these celebrities are doing or engaged in. Because I'm thinking about it, it does not do nothing. Because if these things have power, why can't get them out of the troubles they're in right now? All it takes is a little special hocus pocus, woo, woo, and your problem solved. That's how it's supposed to work, right? Since you know this dark art, this dark science. But when we look at the real world, and we look at how things are transition in the actual world, that junk don't look like it works for it. It doesn't work at all.
Right.
That's why I hear you, even with the videotapes of it back 20 years ago about, and I told one lady this, and she never know because you're not out here knowing this, but I've heard about this, seen videos of it, and we could say it might exist, is out there, but the problem is it's only as powerful of people who give it power, you know. I think it's just like another form of entertainment. Not saying it doesn't affect you, but let's be clear, honest. If this thing was so powerful as it is, a lot of them would be out of trouble.
Right.
A little trouble, all they do is do a little one of the finger and this, that, and the problem solved. But it don't work like it. It does not work like it. So obviously, you know, at the end of the day, no man or woman should be worshiping anybody that's been put through television, tablets, or any electronic device. That's the least of our concerns. We should be doing what we should be doing to get by and be productive as possible as men and women in society. Anybody else that got money like that, you always got to question if they got it on their own merit, because you should do that making millions and even billions. We can now say with a clear conscience and what we see now that you had to compromise something to get that serious tax bracket. If you're not compromised, you're not gonna make all the money. Hell, Dame Dash, and maybe I'll do a poll if people want me to cover Dame Dash, because he has said some things, and really truly, y'all could learn a lot from Dame, because he's been that, done that, and he's doing his own thing, right? And he's doing and been keeping up and been maintaining for as long as he can. He might be super rich, like people assuming, but he able to make a life that he's comfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And 50 Cent go out his way to say some stupid stuff, even to the point where he thinks $1 million is money. Since when? And mind you, Dame Dash back in the early 2000s, talk about what happens once you make that $1 million, where that goes. You see, I tell people many times, if we don't understand how money works, you're gonna be fooled every time. $1 million even today ain't nothing now, and it was not really much. And if you're a celebrity or a music artist and they give you a check of $1 million and you think you're rich, think again.
Right.
Because you gotta know what you have to pay back once you get that big money. That's not something that you just get tax-free automatically. That's yours. You gotta pay people and pay some things. But see, we don't know it's because when you hear people talk about saying what is money, what's real money, what's not money, and this person got money, question that. You should always get, okay, you got $1 million. Is that money tax-free? Do you have to pay anybody? What happens to your money when you get $1 million? We don't ask the tangible questions, great Dan.
Right.
Question stops after someone said they're rich and they got this. No, I want to know how this money is working for you. Is it really cold hard? Is it really yours? And you could put that and make use of that? We don't know what goes into that. When Dame Dash, he'll tell you what $1 million and what he has to do once he gets that, and what he actually keeps home to himself. He breaks it down. All the other entertainers or artists or anybody that got money, they don't know that, because the first thing they do is they get the money, they think they're doing something. That's why you look at it, and I'm going to go there. Why a lot of them are so easy to control and they're easy get broke in under a few periods of time, or when they're ready to get back the money, they know what to do to pull the plug and do the final snap.
Right.
Case in point, Kanye West. You talk about one group of people, the minute he says something about another group of people, you know what happened? Finals came in the building and snapped their finger, and he's over a billionaire. He's like under like a few $100 million.
Yeah.
That tells you your destiny was never in your hands. You were not in control. If someone could easily pull the plug. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one thing that I gotta pop off, but that's a very valid point, because I was talking with some gentlemen earlier, and we were talking about autonomy, and we were talking about that. If you want to have autonomy, or actually full control over your own income, you have to, first off, you have to pay for it. You know, you have to put something in the game. And unfortunately, you have too many people, they're trying to get something for nothing, or they're trying to get a blood out of a turnip, you know. And so they engage in things, or they do things where their money is tied to somebody else. Like Kanye, it was a prime example. His deals with Adidas for his Yeezys, that was basically him using the Adidas supply chain and their infrastructure to produce his shoes. Now, if he had his own factory and his own network, he wouldn't have to worry about it. But he partnered with Adidas to save money, and that's fine. But when you do that, you have to understand that there are things you can and can't do. You can't have your autonomy if you're not willing to pay for it. And I think that's what a lot of these guys are figuring out. And this should be a cautionary tale for a lot of people who the young people, of course, those who aspire to have something in life. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake. You're gonna have to pay for something. You're gonna have to pay somebody, right? And so it's better to pay yourself and put your own skin in the game, so that way it can't be taken away from you when you don't operate the way that somebody feels you should. Especially in Kanye's case. Now Kanye got lucky because he was able to get his stuff back together, but that he got lucky, because it could have been a lot worse. And he did miss out on money for a while because of that. I mean, more power to him. That's all I'll say about it.
All right, great day.
But I appreciate you having me up, man. Yeah.
I hope that you come back to future broadcasts. And if not, I do respect the time you came onto my channel. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and hope that in the future, if any broadcast I do that will stimulate, watch, and if I do drop link, come up. All right.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care now.
All
right, guys. That's it for today's stream. I hope you enjoy it. Got some out of this. Like I said, Obsidian is, back. He will be doing content, again. So if you're not following on Rumble, please follow my Rumble. I might put in the description of the links you can follow on Rumble if you can. Hold on, let me see. I'll find it and put it. If not, remind me in the comment section of this stream. I will surely appreciate that. Oh, and another thing, like I said, I do have some content on what do you call it, for members for the PDD one, the new one that's on the top tier membership. If you want to watch that, you got be a follower or actually join the top tier. And for that content and some other content I have on there, or you could pick either or for previous videos that's on membership. But like I said, some videos will be on membership, not all, but some will be, And like always, please leave a comment on any of the videos that you like or don't like if you made this far. Besides that, these are links to follow me. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos27. Add me a friend on Facebook, Eric Green on Facebook. Join my Discord service. Follow my Rumble handler, CRain23 is my handler on Rumble. I'm trying to get 30 or more. I put it in the chat room, so please follow my Rumble. I will put content over there very soon as well. And last but not least, become a member. The membership. Hit that join button. You see that little nice little button that said join. Pick your tier for videos to watch and many more. Support the channel. And like always, support the channel by the Cash App. $CRain23 or Super Chat, either or on and offline. I appreciate it. So like always, give this video a like. And looking forward to seeing y'all views on the comment section. Thank y'all for watching. And like always, until next time, let us reign.
Eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.